Hi, it's Debbie from Create Pretty Things. How are you doing? Today we're going to use the Silent Night transfer. We're going to kind of use different pieces of it. I think we're going to use the Silent Night words and some of the music, and then we're going to use some of the nativity scene on a different star. So we're using these wooden stars. These are an older product and they're not available anymore, but I do have extras. If you are available and purchasing them directly from me, go ahead and give me a message. Otherwise, they do have, it's called the beaded star on the website. They only have the small one at this point. They did have a large and a small, and they're beautiful. The small is actually on sale right now, but the larger one did sell out. So I thought I would go ahead and do this, this older design right now. And this is going to be a very, very simple little quick craft. So like I said, we're going to use these stars, and I think I'm going to put the nativity on this one, and we'll do the Silent Night and some of the words on this one here. And on this bottom one, I'm kind of up in the air. I would like to put like a pattern on it. I do have this deer transfer, and I thought maybe I would take some of the mistletoe and use it on this. So here we go. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fuzz our transfer. So these are reusable transfers. They're sticky on the backside, and all you have to do is kind of get them ready for the surface that you're going to put them on by fuzzing them, which is just to remove some of that stickiness off a little bit, just so that the transfer doesn't stick really, really strong, and so that it doesn't stretch when you pull it off. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this straight, and I'm going to apply the Silent Night right in the center, and we're also going to use some of those words right there. So since I have a couple little embellishments that I don't, well, maybe I will. I was thinking that maybe I didn't want this little embellishment right here, but I think it will add to it. So we're just going to go ahead and do it. Now when you do this, you're going to go ahead and smooth down the transfer. Make sure that it's on there flat without any air bubbles. Now this is our black velvet chalkology paste, and it's just chalk in a paste form. I'm going to stir it up. It does tend to dry it out a little bit. So this is a little dry for me, so I'm going to go ahead and spray some distilled water into it, just a little bit at a time, and I'm going to go ahead and stir it up before I use it. So it's just kind of thick right now. I want it to be more of a consistency of a frosting, not a thick frosting, maybe a sour cream consistency. So I'm going to go ahead and mix it up really well so that there's not any puddles of water in it. Okay. And then I'm just going to go ahead and get my squeegee, dip it in, and get a little bit. It doesn't take a lot. So I'm going to ink just on a white background. You could paint the star first if you choose to. I think it would be really pretty to paint it a lighter brown, and then go ahead and chalk it, make it look more natural, or sand off some of the white and get it more natural looking before you do the transfer. But I also like the starkness of the white. So I'm just going to go ahead, squeegee this on. Make sure you get the tops and the bottoms of everything. And you're going to take your excess paste and take it off of the transfer, just so that it helps it dry quicker, and also it leaves a better design behind. So try to get all your lines in one direction. Get all the tips of the stars, which I'm famous for forgetting, and just squeegee that off. Okay, any excess that you have, go ahead and put it back in your jar, and then we'll go ahead and reveal our transfer. So here it is, guys. Are you ready? I'm going to go ahead and peel this down. We'll see how it looks. Wow, guys. What do you think of that? Isn't that beautiful? I think it's gorgeous. I'm going to go ahead and lay this aside, and I'm going to show you how to clean the transfer very, very quickly. I'm just going to place it the dirtiest side up first. And I'm going to spray it with water. You do want to clean these really well immediately after you use them. That is how you keep them clean. Keep those silk screens free from paste and debris so that you can reuse them over and over again. So I'm just wiping it with a paper towel, And then I'm going to get what's called my board eraser. So I have a little thing of water over here and my board eraser. Now my board eraser is just like a little magic eraser sponge, except there's no chemicals to harm the transfers. And so I just went ahead and squeezed it. And these things get all this paste out of the transfer so easily. So I've got most of it out, and that was the dirty side. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and rinse out my sponge, lift up my transfer, clean my surface down below, and flip it over, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to spray it. This side isn't as dirty though, so I'm just going to go ahead and spray it and wipe it. Be gentle with this side with the sticky though. You want to protect that stickiness. That's kind of the magic ingredient that makes these so easy to use and give you crystal clear impressions. So I'm just going to go ahead and clean that. And then I'm going to dry it with a paper towel. Oh, I forgot I'm reusing this one right away. So I'm going to dry it, make sure it's pretty dry. Dry both sides. Okay, so now it's clean. You can see through all the silkscreen areas. So I'm going to go ahead and get my second one, and I'm going to do the nativity scene on that. And I think I'm going to do that in Nominee because I think it's kind of a royal design. So you could paint this whole thing black. I wonder what that would look like. Maybe I'll do that real quick. I'm going to go ahead and paint with my black paste the surface of the star. I'm going to go ahead and paint it, and I'm going to use my chalk paste, and I'm just going to go ahead and kind of wet this down a little bit, and I'm just going to paint it with my black chalk paste to get a little depth of color. And this will dry really, really quickly. And I think I am going to go ahead and kind of try to get the edges a little bit darker just so they stand out. So if I apply extra ink to it and kind of do my brush along the sides, I think it will kind of embellish those edges a little bit. So see what I mean about the edges? I just kind of darken the edges. So now I want my lines to be better. So it is going to show the grain of the wood, which is beautiful. I'm just going to go ahead and paint it a little bit more. Trying to get my lines kind of even so there's not any brush marks. And that looks pretty good to me. Okay, so it's just a little bit of color on there. So I'm going to go ahead and dry it with my heat tool. You want this to be completely dry before you go ahead and add the transfer on top. So I'm just going to dry it really quickly. And like I said, this is watered down and it will dry quick. And I'm not sure what to do about those edges. Maybe I will kind of wipe that off a little bit, and I can maybe use a different form to darken up those edges. I just don't want them to make a big mess. I did kind of want them darker. When I lift them, I didn't want it to do something like that. So I'm going to go ahead, dry it up. And these wooden stars can be done on both sides. So keep that in mind when you get these. Like I said, these are not for sale right now, but I do have a good supply here. If you'd like me to send you over some, just go ahead and send me a message, and we'll communicate and get those to you. Okay. Now, since I did have a little bit of mess on the side here, I'm going to use my board eraser and just kind of clean that up a little bit. I kind of feel like the sooner you get that off, the easier it is, and it cleans up a little bit better. And I am going to go through and darken these edges when I'm done. Okay. Okay, so here is what it looks like. And I think I'm probably going to chalk it like this. Okay. So it should be dry. And I think I'm going to go ahead and wax it because I did put down a layer of paste. Whenever you put a layer of paint or paste down, especially on wood, it's going to kind of fill in some of those grooves, but it's also going to, you're raising the likelihood that it could bleed a little bit, and it could peel up with the transfer. So I've got some surface wax here. I'm just going to apply a thin coating on it, and that will help the transfer to release from the surface without peeling up the paste, and it will also prevent it from sticking and bleeding. So I'm just going to go ahead. I've got it picked out which way I want this to go. I'm going to place our nativity scene right here in the center. Try to get it straight. And this time I'm going to use my Nominee. Nominee is a gorgeous color. It's a metallic gold. And it's not a shimmer, it's just a metallic. And it is so pretty, guys. It's one of my favorites. If you don't have this, please make sure you get it. I do have it in the supply list. Oh, if you want the supply list to this, comment silent. But I do have the Nominee as a full jar, and I think they only make it in a full jar, in the supply list. It is so, so gorgeous. I'm just going to go ahead and chalk this on here and make it coordinate with our other star that has the words to Silent Night, or the title at least. I'm just going to apply it all over the star wherever the silk screen is. And once again, I'm going to go ahead and smooth over the whole thing to kind of get my lines all go in one direction, make them look even and pretty. Make sure I get my points and my stars, and to remove that excess of paste so that it can dry quicker. Okay, here's what we have. Now notice it didn't go on this star, but on that point, but it's okay. We're going to peel this down. Look how beautiful. That is so pretty. Yes. It would have been pretty in the black as well, and I may rethink that and just do it in black. Let me think about that. The gold is beautiful, but it's not really standing out a whole lot. So let me think about what I want to do here. I think I may want to just chalk the Baby Mary, Mother Mary, Baby Jesus in black, and leave the words in the background in gold. Do you think that would look good? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you think I should do it in black. If you guys are watching me live, you'll see the red live button in the top corner. If you're not, you're watching the replay, please comment #replay. Let me know that you're watching. That way I can kind of ask you some questions and see what you would like to see next. Go ahead and let me know if you want to see more Christmas, more religious. What type of things would you like to see? So like I told you, I'm going to go ahead and chalk right over that nativity scene in black. So in order to do that, number one, I want my transfer to be clean and ready to go, clean and dry. And then I also want to make sure that my surface here, my star, is also dry. So I'm going to go ahead and dry that. And these transfers are translucent, so you can see through them. So it makes it really easy to reposition these. It makes it easier to line up. It still can be kind of hard. You'll have to have good eyes, but we can do it. Okay, I think that's good. So just like before, since I already have paste down here, I need to wax it again. I don't want that transfer pulling up any paste that's already down. And to be able to wax, you need to get into your drawer. You guys ever have drawers that stick? There we go. Sorry for making you guys look at this, but I don't even know where my paste is now. Sorry, guys. Yikes. There it is. Okay. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of wax to it. Not a whole lot, just enough to buff it and make it a little bit sealed. I've got a problem with my drawers, guys. Okay, so I am going to put on my magical glasses so I can see a little better. As you guys jump on, please hit that heart button and let me know you're watching. This is a little bit of a detail work, but it is really pretty cool how you can do this. Just have patience with me and with yourself when you're relining this up. I get it so it looks perfect on one side, but not so perfect on the other. Okay, that's perfect there. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to go a little bit more carefully. I'm going to get a smaller squeegee. This is more precision work because I'm not just chalking the whole area. So I'm going to get a smaller squeegee. This is just a small squeegee cut in half. And I'm just going to work on doing the nativity scene. We'll see how this turns out. I may end up thinking that I would have liked it better just being white, a white background with the black, but we'll see. So if you are experimenting with this, please just take your time and know that you can redo these by applying more paste over the top. In general, you can't like wash this off and reuse this transfer, this wooden, the surface, because it is wood and it will capture some of this paste, especially the black paste. But I have been able to kind of, if I really didn't like it, to be able to rinse it off and kind of use my board eraser to remove the design and then either repaint the surface white or sand it down to be able to redo it. So while they're not intended to be reusable surfaces, sometimes you can have good luck redoing them. So I'm never afraid of making mistakes or experimenting with my Chalk Couture surfaces or projects because I know that there are several options for redoing and making them better, if that makes sense to you. Okay, I want to make sure I get all these guys. I shouldn't be calling them these guys. The people, I guess. Re-chalked. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and peel off the design again. I think that stands out more. What do you think? And maybe I shouldn't have used the gold at all, but I just love that color. Yeah, that is so pretty, guys. You see baby Jesus in there? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and clean this transfer again. I'm going to add some distilled water to my black. It was still a little thick. So water, use your paper towel on top, water, clean both sides of your transfer, use your board eraser, which is wet, remove all that paste, and I would do the whole transfer because you did wax that surface and there could be some wax that came up. And do both sides really good. Especially the top here that received the paste. Okay. So as you are washing this, you're also removing some of the lint that you picked up when you fuzzed. But the sticky does come back pretty quickly. Just clean it well. And when you're done, apply it back to your backer sheet. It has a yellow side and a white side. The transfer, the sticky side will go on the white side. Make sure there's no air bubbles, and I store it back in the cellophane wrapper it came in. Okay, so what do we have so far? We have this and this as a set. And I probably would have left this one with a white background, just done black. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and try to do some, maybe just gold leaves on this to make it kind of blend. So this is our, what is this called? Vintage Deer. And it's beautiful. I haven't used it yet, but I'm just going to use some of the greenery in here. Peel it up, get it ready. Use my gold. I just wanted to make the set 3. And I didn't know how to finish off the third piece, so this is what I'm doing. I wanted to use all 3 stars that came in this set. Show you what it looks like right now. Oh my gosh, guys. That is so pretty. Do the same thing on this side. These wooden surfaces are really kind of nice because you can put any kind of a pattern on them and they come out looking beautiful. What should I do? The top? Something, let's see. What can I do on the top? Should I do the deer's face? Maybe I'll just do this deer on top. This is going to be totally wild, guys. So let's just see. And plus, I didn't dry this transfer when I put it down. I did not dry what I had already put down. Oh, how cute, guys. I love that. How adorable. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside just so I can show you guys what we have. We have this little deer, which I'm not sure if it goes with this triage here. We have the Nativity and the Silent Night Star. And I might add some gold to the outside of this one. Just brush it on. This one right here. What do you guys think? Here's one. I love it. Here's another one. Here's the Silent Night. I think I do want to brush a little bit on the edge of this. Let me just take some of my nominee. And I'm just going to kind of brush a little bit on here, just to make it go with the other ones. Help it coordinate with them. Make it look a little more vintage. I think I might have gotten heavy-handed over here. A little bit too heavy-handed. So as little paste as you can, just kind of brush it on, kind of dry brushing it. I think this is a little bit much right there. And what should I do here? Black, maybe? Maybe I could brush some black. Or I do have also this little, no, it's a brush. This little thing, maybe I will just get a little bit of this. So I got a little bit on my little dauber kind of thing, and I'm just going around the edge, darken it just a little bit, vintage it up. And then maybe I'll go ahead and do this one as well with the black. If you have any questions, please make sure and let me know. You can always message me if you want to know where I have these stars. These are not the beaded ones. The beaded ones are on the website, at least the small size is, and it's actually on sale. Now, this is from my supply here at the house, and I do have a pretty good supply of these. So if you're interested in these stars, let me know, and I'll send them out to you. Okay, so that's how that one turned out. I really like these guys. I'm not sure about the background on this one, what I did with it and the gold, but I do love this one. And this one, I think really, I'm not sure if it goes with our scene, but it's really cute. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, please let me know. If you want the supply list, go ahead and type in the word silent, and it'll be sent to your messenger, so check that. If you want to know about our club Decor, which is a monthly subscription, it's right around $20 a month. It's sent to your door, and it contains a surface and coordinating paste or ink packets, and a squeegee for your first time when you join. So those are fun, delivered right to your door. So enough for a complete project to finish it. It's really fun. Go ahead and type in the word club if you want information about that. If you want to know how you can get all the products at 30% discount, type in the word perks. We have a perks program where you go ahead and join it. You pay $20 a month, and then you get a $20 credit to purchase something that expires within 30 days. So that's a great way to purchase it at a discount. If you want a 40% discount, contact comment info, and you can become a designer like I am and get your product at 40%. No minimum sales. You don't have to sell if you don't want to. It's a fun way to get it, and you also get a $20 product credit every month. That has to be used within 30 days. Okay, guys, I hope to see you guys all soon. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye.